Hello lovelies, welcome to the part 2 of the differences in teaching in Vietnam and teaching in Ghana. This is the part 2. Okay, so in this part I first want to talk about the sleeping time, just as I discussed in the first part. If you are yet to see the first part, it's already available, so you can check it out. This is the continuation. So with the sleeping time, just like I said, when you get to school, latest from 10 a.m. to latest by 11 a.m., schools go on break, and then you get to rest. You have your lunch and your nap and all that. And then also, not only schools, like I said, private hospitals, shops, some government hospitals, like banks, like in fact things cease to like operate and all that. Everybody goes to rest. So usually between this was really felt in my first province where I was. At that place, from 11 a.m. you will not even see an animal on the road. The whole place is quiet. Everybody is in their houses resting. Then life continues from mostly 1:30 p.m. going. That's what I said. And then also I'm looking at the sleeping. I said in the previous part that the kindergarten students are made to sleep in school. Also, primary students, secondary students, and then high school students, they tend to go home. Most primary students, their parents come to pick them. Most secondary students, high school students, they have their, how do we say it, motorbike, bicycles, those kind of things. Then they go home on their own. Usually in where I used to be, but in my new province, the international schools and the private schools are many. So most of the private schools here, they have a place for the students, especially the primary students. They get to sleep in school. So they have a place for them where they get to sleep. They eat and then they sleep, and then they wake up and then they continue school and all that. Yes, but still the public schools, they still go back home to rest and all that. Yes, it's really the first time I experienced this. I was like, oh my god. I remember it was a kindergarten. I went with a colleague teacher, and then after they were like, they are serving us lunch, they are serving us food. We ate, and we had a lesson in the afternoon again, and we were like, oh, will we go or will we stay in school? And we were like, oh, we'll stay for the next class and all that. The next minute we were like, they've gone to get us a bed and all that in a place in the school for us. They said, teacher, here. And then they give to us. The whole place was quiet, no noise. It was the students that led us to the place to go and sleep. And we're like, goodbye teacher, and they also left to their places to go and sleep. It was really a memorable experience. I will never forget that. Yes. And so also let's move on to the centers. As I was saying, on weekdays, Mondays to Fridays, most centers usually operate from 4 p.m. through to 9 p.m. And then on weekends, especially Saturdays and Sundays, centers operate from morning, afternoon, and evening. So morning usually from 7 to latest by 11, they also close. Then you go home, you go and have your rest, you go and have your nap and all that you have to do. Then after, you come back in the afternoon. If you have a class in the afternoon, then you teach. You have a break, you go back and rest and do whatever you want to do. And then evening. So centers are mostly busy on the weekends during school days when school is in session. But during summer holidays, that is whereby centers are really busy, because summer holidays, students are home. So with that one, from Monday through to Sunday, centers work morning, afternoon, evening. But during school days, centers work in the evening, on school days, on weekdays, and then the whole day, morning, afternoon, evening on weekends. Yes, that is it. And also one thing I noticed is that especially in the public schools, you go to school from Monday to Saturday. Schools operate from Mondays to Saturdays, especially primary students, secondary students, and then high school students. Schools operate from Monday to Saturdays. It's international schools and private schools that mostly operate Mondays to Fridays, but some private schools still operate on Saturdays, but public schools Monday to Saturday. So back in Ghana, you go to school 5 days in a week, Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is your weekend. But here in Vietnam, if you are teaching in a school or if you are teaching in a center, if you are teaching, in short, you have it in mind that you have the opportunity, you have to work 6 times in a week, 6 days in a week. Yes, and then sometimes too, you can work throughout the whole week. It depends on the center, the school, and all that. So that is a difference I have also noticed in Vietnam. So this is part 2 of the differences between teaching in Vietnam and teaching in Ghana. I hope you enjoy this part. I will continue with the last part, which is part 3, in the next season. So anticipate, it's also going to be fun and entertaining. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting videos like this one, and kindly add me up on Facebook and on TikTok. Bye bye. My name is Teacher